Hey there, welcome to the day 16 video of my 28-day water fast, currently February 16th, 2018. In today's video, I want to talk about the different ways to fast or different types of fast. I know a lot of this video series is focused on, my experience with the extended fasting. And I want people to understand that you don't have to do extended fasts of 28 days to get, the same or similar benefits to what I am getting. Shorter fast, intermittent fasting, all that stuff has significant effects on the body. So it's up to the individual to find their level of comfort with fasting. And so if you're somebody who's interested in fasting, keep in mind there's two different reasons to fast. The primary reason, to fast is really detoxification and cleansing of the body. That's what most, throughout the years, most people have used fasting for. But in our culture today, fasting is more relevant to weight loss. But both of those are the benefits of fasting. You're going to lose weight quickly and efficiently, and you're also going to detoxify and restore the body. Now, there's a lot of different articles out there about talking about the restorative and regenerative benefits of the fast. The longer you go, the better the restoration of the body. But if you're simply looking just to lose weight, different types of fast, such as intermittent fasting or alternate day fasting, are going to be of benefit to you. And a simple fast of 48 to 72 hours, again 2 to 3 day fast, is going to give you the benefits of autophagy, which again I spoke about in an earlier video, which is cellular eating, cellular regeneration, where when the body is in a fasted state, it begins to attack and eat the defective and diseased cells inside of the body. And so that comes with very short fast. So let's talk about the different ways to fast. The most basic type of fasting is, intermittent fasting or time-restricted eating. There was recently an article in the Wall Street Journal that talked about this. You're going to again be hearing more and more about this as a way to lose weight, as I think a lot of people in the medical community are beginning to accept that the 3 meal a day recommendation or the multi-meal a day recommendation isn't really working too well for the vast majority of the population. If the our dietary, the ADA, the Dietary Association, his plan of eating 3 days, 3 meals per day was accurate, we would have an obesity rate that's in excess of 50% of our population. So obviously there's something wrong with that recommendation. Also, obviously we have processed foods. If we were to have healthier choices, that might be more relevant. But again, we have foods that are high in carbohydrates, which are the enemy of weight or a healthy body. And so start with intermittent fasting, and what a lot of fitness experts and dietitians will recommend is that you do a 16-8 fast. And so what that is where you fast during a 16-hour window during the day, and you allow yourself an 8-hour feeding window. You can do that in any time during the day. And so again, you fast for 16 hours and then you eat during an 8-hour window. That's pretty much the start of an intermittent fasting. If that's too difficult for you, start with 12 and 12. Allow yourself to eat during a 12-hour window, fast during a 12-hour window. And you're sleeping the majority of that non-feeding window, so it's not too difficult, and you will see weight loss over time. But you can't abuse the 8-hour feeding window with garbage. You have to make changes to your diet, and you really need to understand that the ketogenic lifestyle, that's going to be the best bet for dropping pounds and keeping them off and staying off of the carbohydrates. I myself, big lover of steak, bacon and eggs, and that's great for the ketogenic lifestyle. Just stay away from the breads and the pastas. Those are your carbohydrates, and of course all the sweets. And like I've said in a prior video, if you do nothing else to change your diet, if you just simply eliminate sugar from your diet, the sodas, and also the diet sodas, now you'll see a benefit in your skin, you'll see a benefit in your health and overall wellness. So again, start with the 16-8 window right there and do that. As you get more comfortable with fasting, then you could try to do alternate day fasting, and that right there is basically reducing your caloric intake by 50%. And for some people, it's not that difficult to go without eating. And like I said, I had always noticed that I could go a long time without eating. It didn't bother me, but when I ate, I ate and I couldn't stop eating. And so that was my problem with, low calorie or small meals, is I was constantly, craving more and more food when I would eat. But if I simply did not eat, it would work for me in terms of losing weight, although I did a poor job of that over the last 10 years. But each time I've lost weight, it's been through water fasting, and when I try the other types of diets, they simply do not work. The next type of fast that you're going to do, okay, you got your intermittent fasting, you got your alternate day fasting, and then you're going to, anything after that is going to be an extended fast. And like I said in a prior video, a 3-day fast is really the beginning of beginning of an extended fast, and that's where you're going to get the benefits of autophagy, and you're going to start getting into the regenerative and restorative benefits, and not just the weight loss benefits of the fast. And then the best way to do a 3-day fast is over the weekend. Eat your meal Friday at noon or Friday at 5, then fast until Monday at noon or Monday at 5. And so that's 72 hours. You've had your lunch break or dinner break or whatever on Friday. Same on Monday. You just got to get through the weekend, and you're going to get through those 2 tough days if it's your first fast over the weekend. And another reason, fasting can be difficult for people is, those first fasts that you do. And again, fasting takes practice. And your body, for most people that are not, fitness and, or in good shape, you have a lot of toxins inside of the body. And when you begin to fast, your body starts to release those things. It starts to work on the other areas of the body because it's not diverting resources to digestion. And you're going to have detox symptoms. And so tiredness, sluggishness, stomach pain, abdominal pain, all that stuff is going to come with a fast. And it's going to make you think, wow, this is terrible for the body. I can't be doing this. When it's really detoxification, you think of it, it's similar to, what somebody goes through when they're going off of, a drug or an alcohol, that type of withdrawal from the toxin. The same thing is happening to our bodies when we are going off of food. I've said before in prior videos, now when I've done about 10 different fasts now since last October. The first two days were rough. I had hunger. I had some just general feelings of tiredness and overall discomfort. But this 28-day fast, I feel great. I had no problems in day 1 or 2. The detox symptoms have been minimal. I will say last night I did wake up in the middle of the night with excruciating stomach pain, or not excruciating, I would say just a bad stomach ache, like I'd eaten something bad, although I hadn't eaten. And I did have some diarrhea and stuff. But if you're wondering about bowel movements, you still do produce nitrogenous waste even when you're on a fast. And that's good. It means your body's doing something. You do produce gas, you do have bowel movements, although they occur, what I'm noticing, like every 7 to 8 days. And that's a good thing. It means your body is working on something, so that should tell you something right there. And so last night was probably the most difficult time I've had so far on this fast. I've done 16 days. But don't let those detox symptoms scare you from fasting. You just got to get through those. And if you're only doing 3 days, you're not going to die. All right. So again, your body is just detoxing from the toxins that are inside of your body. Again, fasting takes practice, and you're going to do a series of them. And even me, I'm doing this 28-day fast. I'm going to lose weight. But if I go back to my old eating habits, it's going to go right back up. And so it's something that you have to, if you're comfortable with, work into your lifestyle, a monthly fast of some sort, or get on a good diet and exercise regularly so you don't have to fast. But really, from a restorative standpoint, you should do some type of annual fast. It's recommended by a lot of new nutritionists and holistic doctors to, again, cleanse the body. But, fasting's been practiced for thousands of years. It's perfectly safe. So again, intermittent fasting, just do a 16-hour, 8-hour feeding window. If once you get comfortable with that, if you'd like to, do a little bit longer to get, a faster weight loss, move to alternate day fasting. And once you get, more comfortable with the practice of fasting, you can do the extended fasts and start with a 3-day, maybe move to a 5-day, 7-day. And like I said, now I did a 14-day, now I'm doing a 28-day fast. I'm not saying that's for everybody, but don't let, the practice of fasting scare you. It's something that's very effective on the body. I will say on a side note, today I have begun shopping for new clothes. As of this video, I'm down some 60 pounds from my height. I was at 270 at one point, but I haven't lost all the weight during this fast. Again, I've done several other fasts prior to this one, and so it was nice to be able to go into the stores. I was able to fit in the size 38 pants. I was getting up to 48 at one point. Waisted pants. I was able to go to Armani today, and Volcom, I think it was the other store. I was actually able to shop in the trendier stores instead of Men's Warehouse and Walmart, which I always joke, once you get above a 40-inch waist, those are about the only options out there. I won't say the only options, but the options that I had, that I was comfortable with going to. Although I wasn't comfortable with Walmart. I mostly went to Men's Warehouse. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video with my stats here. So today, 212.4 pounds, down another pound and a half or so from yesterday. Body fat percentage, 28.4%. Glucose still 76, right there in the normal range, and holding steady. Waist at 43.25 inches. Blood pressure 116/80, so that's come down finally. I was wondering why that was staying so high versus my other fasts, and again, I believe that's because I'm supplementing a lot more salts into my diet with, again, the pink Himalayan salt and the bath salts, and so it's keeping the blood pressure up. Again, blood pressure is always been high with me back when I was at my heaviest, and I do have an at-home blood pressure monitor, so I would check it a lot. I mean, it wasn't uncommon for me to get a readings of 150 over 100, 150 over 110. I've had a lot of problems with blood pressure, but ever since I've dropped the weight, it's come down significantly. So I'm right there in the normal range, but even, when I stand right now, I have to kind of get up slowly, because when you're fasting, your blood pressure does come down, and you can be a little bit dizzy if you get up too quickly, and you are at risk of passing out if your blood pressure gets too low. And so that's why you want to track your blood pressure. And so even though my blood pressure is low, I'm still kind of dizzy when I get up too fast at times. But just be mindful of the fact that blood pressure does drop when you are on a fast, and it will stabilize. But blood pressure is directly related to the amount of sodium that is in the body. So if you lower that, you're going to, of course, lower your blood pressure, as well as fluid too. Like I said, not diet pills. Blood pressure pills are, have a diuretic effect and make you urinate off, a lot of excess fluid, I guess, taking off the pressure on the veins and the arteries. And of course, that happens also when you are fasting. And my resting pulse today coming in at 83, so that's low for that. So go ahead and wrap up day 16. I'll see you back here on day 17. Thanks.